Sorry, it's Friday. The new video went out this morning, so it's Friday the 22nd. I will do a proper update, but I'm a little bit tired, even though it's still light outside. But I didn't sleep very well last night. So I'm gonna find my lavender spray my bed, put on my rather sexy looking eye mask, and okay, you're gonna laugh. There's a video that I put on YouTube, and it's 12 hours of black screen with silence in HD, and I put that. Just read the comments; it's quite funny. Anyways, I'm gonna do that because I really, oh my god, because I'm really tired. So I'll give you a proper update in the morning. Hello, I'm wearing shirt that was in Josh's haul from Heather and that Carla bought me for me. Isn't that quite cool? Yay. So yeah, in all honesty, like it's definitely getting easier, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because um I've told myself that I can't spend so much that's just how it is now. You know, I for maybe about 2 days ago I was like, oh, it's the last week next week. Maybe like you start to feel like your grip on it kind of going, you loosen your grip on it and you go like, well, I could just have, that one thing, and that's not really cheating, is it? And maybe I can order that top, and so I get it um in time for the last day, so you know so I'm not actually enjoying it until then. But obviously that is cheating, and I'm not going to do that because I don't want to cheat myself. I want to treat myself, but I don't want to cheat myself. So yeah, it's the final stretch, and I think it's going to be all right. I still haven't obviously sat down and read through my HSBC paperwork, but Sunday tomorrow, and I think I'm just going to spend an hour, because I've done loads of listing. I've got listing sorted up until June the 6th, so that's what, like 2 weeks. So I can definitely sit down, not do any listing, and do that. And I can also sort out like my eBay stuff, my Etsy stuff, and put things on there and start building that. I've got 2 weeks, like really, in which I can do that. And that would be a very sensible thing to do. Yeah. So that's kind of the plans, and I would definitely think it's so much easier than the first week because I was definitely in like the grips of it, and maybe I'm kind of addicted to taking the control now, rather than the compulsion to shop. It's the compulsion to take control. Maybe that's what it is. And yeah, I've been thinking as well, for the next Lexxperiment, um, that I do a month of like proper strict keto, because I do what I call, or what a lot of people call, dirty keto, which is basically kind of helping me maintain my weight. So I have, lots of snacks and treats and, things that would be considered as being naughty, but because I'm doing keto and I don't eat the carbohydrates, they kind of keep me level. Whereas I think if I did proper keto, because I get a lot of people asking like what I eat on keto, and I think it would be helpful if I did like a daily food diary kind of thing, and I track my macros and stuff, and to show what I got, and then just to show if I do lose any weight, because I also kind of came to a thing of like, if lockdown ever ceases, if things ever do get back to normal, if we're allowed out of the house again, my god, do I want to be like a changed person for it. Not saying everyone else has to be, not at all, but I want to be in a better position. I want to be more financially secure. I want to feel more confident, but I know agoraphobia is setting in, and the idea of actually going out and going shopping and stuff like is starting to, you know. I saw my sister the other day, like she came round and she visited to pick something up for my nephews, and like stayed in the garden, and I was a little bit like, as much as I love seeing you, like, is this wrong, and things, and starting to get that way, whereas I wasn't before. Okay, anyway, um, but yeah, so I want to lose weight, and I want to see if I can lose, I don't know, in a month, half a stone, or at least, I mean, like get down to a comfortable size 14. So I might try that next month. Maybe that's what the next obsession, the thing to do with my hands is you know, is do that instead and take control of that. Yeah. Oh, I just had a sale. Oh. Okay, so Sunday tomorrow, and I'll be up with Carla in the morning. You would have already seen what I got up to with Carla on the Sunday morning. I hope it's good. I hope you enjoyed it. So, ta-da! Hello, it's Monday morning. I didn't do a Sunday update last night because by the time I remembered I'd already changed and gotten into bed, so I didn't want to then. Anyways, I spent yesterday doing a thing, a very sensible thing. I made a folder and it's got all like things in it, like I've got my tax return reports and my student loan letters and details of my like business account, like just the bump that you have to keep, like the terms and conditions and stuff, and then various like things about pensions and stuff. So I felt really grown up and stuff doing that yesterday, and I paid that £320, so got that done and sorted because I wanted to wait for the official letters from them to make sure it wasn't, something dodgy. Because first of all, it was just a text, and like that's strange. Yeah, so it's the final few days now, and it's going good. I had a cracking day of sales on eBay yesterday, so maybe that's like a little bit of karma, like coming back, and done all my packaging and everything like that. I did see that Very are having like a fantastic sale, and so are Dunelm as well. It's like, ooh, new bed sheets, ooh, new clothes and stuff. And I thought, oh, I could order some and do like a try on and stuff. And Carla said this to me the other day, like, could you just, order some, try them on and send them back? And it's like, no, because I won't, because I'll try them on and I'll like them and I'll keep them, and that's the kind of cycle that I've been in before, isn't it? Although I am wearing something from a previous try on, so, but it's nice weather today. Yeah, so I am feeling okay about stuff, and just been chatting to Indie Chick Louise, sorry, and she was saying about investing in things, and it's like, well, maybe that could be a next step for this year. We'll see. Anyways, nearly time to watch Kelly. Not for you, you would have seen it already. And then going to enjoy the sun today and do absolutely no work whatsoever. Packaging aside. And then tomorrow starting on Etsy listings, depending if the weather is still really nice. Bye-bye. Bit bright. Okay, so it's still Monday the 25th of May. And there's like 3 days left until the end of the Lexxperiment. I've had such a nice day today. Sat out in the sun, got sunburned, obviously, got the sun. Yeah, and just had a couple of nice little drinkies, and yeah, it's been a nice day today. Haven't done any work at all. I did go over the road and I bought some tobacco, so that's my 3rd pack of tobacco this month. So it's basically, and that'll last me until the end, so say I'm using like 2 and a bit pouches a month, so that's just under 30 quid on tobacco. But obviously it's still worth, considering giving up, obviously. And what else did I buy? Oh, I did buy a present, but it was only a cup of coffee from the Costa machine, because my mum said the other day that she was really missing a Costa coffee. So I'll probably, do you know what, I might just treat her to, like, when this is finished, I might buy her like a little Costa mug, so she can sit out and pretend. But yeah, so I treated her to a Costa coffee from the machine over the road, and I also bought some like salami and some cheese and some pop, food and stuff. Yeah, I don't even think tell a lie. I did browse on the very website because their sale is pretty good, as in like there's lots of cheap stuff, bad for resellers, because obviously when the shop's open again, which in England looks like it's going to be the 15th of June, we haven't heard anything here. If the sales are like similar to those kind of prices in store in places like New Look and that, then I can't see why anyone would want to buy second-hand clothes. So yes, that was my sort of sensible thing today. I had someone who's, obviously trying to kind of scam a little bit. Won't go into it too much. On 2 clothing items, they're basically trying to edge for a partial. And they've, it just annoyed me. I was like, I just can't be doing with clothes anymore. And I thought I had about 800 clothing items in my store. And I don't. I've got 400 and something around 500, of which 200 and something are vintage. So I thought, you know what, anything that's not vintage, so like modern day clothing, like, your regular stuff that resellers, your Reese and, Hobbs and White Stuff and things like that, White Company and Bowden and Jewels, all of those, I'm just going to shove at half price, 50% off sale, sod it. I still want to do vintage clothes, even though it's harder to find vintage clothes, and maybe a little bit of like retro looking clothes, but standard modern day stuff, unless it's something absolutely amazing like design or really freaking cool, it's not for me anymore. Like, I can't be bothered with it. So 50% sale, it can all go now. So I'm giving myself until like the 15th of June to get rid of this like 240 odd items of clothing. We'll see what happens. You never know. I hope to clear quite a bit of it, and then the rest, don't know what I'll do with it. I mean, I probably won't, just give it away, but, like donate it or anything, but I don't know, might go down to like 99 pence auctions or something crazy like that. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah, so that's it financially for today. Wasn't tempted really by the very thing, looking on the very website. It was more curiosity, and then like, oh yeah, that's some good prices. Do I really want it though? Probably not, because I've got loads of clothes anyway, which that's a good thing to be thinking, isn't it? Isn't it, Shizuma? Come over here. Come over here. Come on. No, she's not going to. Anyways, yes, so tomorrow is Tuesday, so we've got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's much excite. And then on Friday, I'm going to order my special t-shirt. Anyways, good night. See you tomorrow. Oh, now you're coming over. I'm going to say hello? No. There she is.
It's the morning of Tuesday the 26th of May, and I've just gotten back from town, and I'll be completely 100% honest with you. I spent about £50, tenner on postage because I had to send something to America, £30 on, I went into Holland and Barrett and they were doing the protein bars that I can eat that are low carb and ketogenic friendly, and they were selling them off cheap, so I spent £32 on those. I went into Home Bargains and I also bought some pork crunch that they had on offer. I needed some nail scissors and nail clippers because I can't find mine anywhere. That was only like £1.20 altogether. And then I got a taxi home because I couldn't be bothered to walk. And that is a problem because I'm like, well, I've done all my shopping now. Now I just want to be home. It's not so much the being too lazy to walk home. It's the, I'm done with this and now I just want to be back. So that's not good. And whilst walking around Home Bargains, which was very annoying, there's lots of people not, following the rules and stuff, and also no one in Home Bargains implementing any rules either. But also, I found myself just, picking up things like a Kilner jar with a lid and going like, oh, that's useful. And then going like, no, what am I doing? It might be useful in the future, but I don't need it right now, so put it back. And, I know it's like 99 pence, but it's like, put it back. And then if I do need it, I'll know where it is. It'll probably be sold out by then. And then I'll buy one off eBay for like £4. But, so I think the no spending thing is going to be harder when shops open. Oh, update on my sale as well. I took it off because that's another impulsive thing that I did. I was like, I'm sick of selling clothes. I'm just going to sell them all for £2. That's another kind of BPD thing, is that you just, you react quickly to things and then just go, fuck it, I'm going to do that, without thinking. The promotion didn't even go on for some reason. I don't know why. I checked like an hour later and it still wasn't on. Then I checked this morning and it still wasn't working. I have no idea why. So I was like, sod it, take it back off and I'll do something else with it. But yeah, very reactionary can be sometimes. So I held back on some things and then I changed my mind on something else. So that was a bit of learning for me. I know it's definitely going to be when and if shops reopen and I can do the whole browsing around, that's going to be a bit of a test, I think. And I'm pretty sure I'll have to go to Tesco's at some point this week to pick up some veg and stuff, and also because we don't have another order booked at any point, so we will start running out of things soon. I've got one thing of milk left, of almond milk. So we'll probably have to do that. And one thing of kale left. No broccoli. No beans. So yeah, I'll probably have to do that. And so I haven't been to Tesco since I've been doing this. So I'm wondering whether that's going to be a bit of a thing. Anyways, I should probably do some work at some point. I think Shelley's going to go live in a minute. So once that's happened, I'm going to select some things to list on eBay, on Etsy, because that's my focus for this week, is listing on Etsy, and I'm going to see how I feel cracking on with that. It's also a really nice day outside, and as you can see, yeah. Anyways, laters. Hello, I'm just about to go to bed. Haven't spent any money today. That's kind of boring now, isn't it? Carla tried to tempt me. It was a duvet set she showed me ages ago, and it's now half price, and I'm like, no, I'm fine. But there is a bag. I really like the bag. I'll show you it now. It's a Joe Brown's one. It's very cool. It's quite me. Isn't that cool? But I'm going to be good, and I'm going to wait for it to go in the sale. And if it goes in the sale and it runs out, then it's just not meant to be. I can always get that one from Vivienne Westwood. Can't see it. Bloody hell. That one. Bit pricier. Anyway, good night. It's all okay. Hello. I'm naked under here. Second to last day of the Lexxperiment. So it's Wednesday the 27th of May. I'm going to go one more day tomorrow to do this. And then I can go and spunk all my money up the walls like I used to if I want to. I did have an unexpected, another one, money go out today. But it will result in a money coming back in at some point. Basically, bought, how many tickets? 6 tickets to Phantom of the Opera. For my family and Bianca and Alana's family, 7 tickets. 7, 8. Might be 8 tickets. 7, 8. 7. 7 tickets to go see Phantom of the Opera in December, and then I had an email today saying it's been cancelled. So I basically had to give one person their money back because they'd already paid me. So I did that today. So I transferred out like £67, but then I'll have a refund for all of them back in July, just in time for my birthday. So, I mean, it's money gone out of this month, unexpected stuff again, but at least it's not money that I owed. You know, it wasn't a debt as such. So that makes a change, doesn't it? Yeah, again, didn't buy anything today, only paid postage. It's not so bad. In fact, I didn't actually do that much, like, online shopping browsing today either. Guess I must have just been preoccupied with other things. I did do 20 Etsy listings though, so that's pretty good. Made a little, tiny little step forward on that one. So that's cool. Right, I'm going to put on my sleep mask now, wherever that is. There it is. And some pillow spray, lavender pillow spray. And put on my sleep app that has breathing exercises and a little hypnosis thing, and then noises, and it's recovery. And time to sleep into the next day. So tomorrow I'll be answering any questions. I don't think there was that many questions. I'm just going to pretend that they were questions and just make it up. Hey Lex, so what are you going to spend all your billions of pounds on? Well, right. Anyways, good night, and I'll see you tomorrow for pretty much the last bit of this series. Way. Hello. So oh god, my lipstick's coming off. Maybe I should just take it off. Well, by the time you watch this, I will have done the live results. So you might already know what the results are when looking at this. So this is a kind of pointless end to it, but I was going to address things in this final bit of the video, and I thought, you know what, I'll just go live and doing it. Because why not? And with my Vivienne Westwood dress while I'm doing it. Hey. So hopefully I will have answered any questions that you had for me during the live. But thank you all for like kind of watching this and putting up with me and saying very nice things. So if I don't get a chance to say that in the live, it's just a very final, not very final, good lord, no, just a final thank you very much from me, and yeah, I shall see you again soon. Bye bye now. Bye bye.